you need to know. Look, our fourth part or fourth category of looking at these four things that can derail your relationship and just head it down the wrong direction. This fourth one that we're looking at is called defensiveness. It's a trait that, just like the other, the refusal to talk about the hard things, the hard subjects like your messiness or your perfectionism, your refusal to want to talk about that, it can cause problems and send a relationship in a direction to where there's no growth. It's just, you're just there. Okay, no growth. And then we talked about criticism. You see, the thing is, we all can get involved in not wanting to talk about the hard things, criticism, silent treatment, and then today looking at the one on defensiveness. We all can fall in these categories, but you don't want to live like that. That's the thing. You don't want to live like that, because if this is your default of going back to any of these traits, then your relationship is heading in the wrong direction. So let's take a look at this last one, defensiveness. Defensive. And like I said, we all will get defensive. We're all like that. We'll get defensive when people begin to say something about it. That's our first reaction. But don't let it be your only reaction. Okay. Don't let it be your default. What is this a thing called defensiveness? I like to call it like you know when you're being defensive because what happens is you got a tendency or you got a habit of always deflecting things. You always want to turn things in another direction, and you find yourself actually deflecting and getting the pressure and focus off you because you feel shame. We all feel that. You feel shame. You feel embarrassed about your shortcomings. And so what you're doing, you deflect the conversation a lot of times so the focus can come off you. But when you do that, you're staying away from any type of correction or instruction that somebody can give you. Why? Because you're busy deflecting, because you don't feel well about all these things and you're defending yourself. And this is one of the main characters or behaviors you'll see from a person that's defensive. They'll always, they literally always have an answer for their behavior or something that they did that you didn't perceive as right. They always have an answer. They can explain it away. Okay, they can explain it away real good, and they can become hostile because they receive, even if you talk with a low tone, monotone, they still feel hostile because they're looking at you as a threat to their self-worth, and they don't want to feel that shame and not being able to meet that need. And so they defend and they become like passive aggressive. But these are the traits. If you have any of these four, then your marriage can be predicted that it will not make it. You will fail. I just thought maybe you needed to know.